Hey guys, welcome to Kidmissing TV. This is the case of James Jimmy Taylor. He disappeared from Tasmania, Australia on August 29th, 1974. I was an infant. He was 12 years old. He did get into a vehicle. And people who saw him get into the vehicle say he looked worried. Jimmy's disappearance has remained a mystery, but when a television documentary revealed child killer James Ryan O'Neill has been living in Derby all the time, and police looked at the case again. A witness, Michael Gary Griffin, told the court on Thursday that he did not know the Taylor family but knew their faces and was sure he had seen a worried Jimmy outside a shop on the day he disappeared. He told me he was going somewhere with a white guy. Jimmy wanted him to look at the man, and Mr. Griffin warned him not to go if he was concerned. Mr. Griffin said Jimmy insisted he see the man, so he walked to the vehicle. The man, in a not very nice tone of voice, told Jimmy to get in the car. And this worried Mr. Griffin. He described this as quite assertively. And it was very unusual. When this says Thursday, this was actually 9 years ago, because this says it was 40 years since his disappearance. Some say, oh, maybe he ran away because his dad had a drinking problem and he was violent. His brother said, no, Dad wasn't really violent. Did he use a strap? Yeah. A lot of them did back then, you know. That's just my little editorial. But they were all treated pretty equally with that. And his sister said, Dad just wanted us to be educated. That was his most important thing with us, was the importance of our education. She said, and I quote, he taught us love of learning. He used to always use phrases like listen and learn, pay attention to detail. She said they were a close family and did not believe her brother had run away. Lionel Gordon Paramore testified via video link from Tasmania that he was 10 years old in 1975. Remember, this took place in 74. When he got into a car with O'Neill in Tasmania, in between O'Neill abducting and killing 2 other boys. Mr. Paramore stated that he did report the incident to police about 1.5 weeks later because he could not keep the secret once he learned about one of the other boys. He just couldn't live with it. And he said he had to pick O'Neill out of the lineup and touch him. You just don't forget that. O'Neill was never charged over the alleged incident, and Mr. Paramore did not testify against him. O'Neill, who was born Lee Anthony Bridgart, was interviewed by detectives in a Tasmanian prison in February of 2012, but denied any involvement in Jimmy's disappearance. I'm sure he did. He wanted to get out of jail. This is the coroner's inquest that they were talking about. A police officer has told the coroner's inquest a notorious child killer is still a significant person of interest in the disappearance in Derby, Tasmania 40 years ago. Coroner Barry Paul King is investigating the suspected murder of James Patrick Taylor. He disappeared walking into a shop to buy a drink. He wanted to buy a soda. Jimmy's relatives believe that James Ryan O'Neill is responsible. O'Neill, again, who was born Lee Anthony Bridgart, left a trail of sexual assault allegations behind him as he moved around Australia in the 60s and 70s. Detective Constable Mark Cunningham told the court he did not believe Jimmy was still alive. And O'Neill is the main person of interest in this case. This man did so many things. Wow. Anyway. So there were later potential sightings, quite a few of them. In September, when he was reported missing September 5th, according to the missing persons report. Now that does not mean that's when he was reported. Hold on, battery change. I'm back. Like I said, had to change the battery. Okay. As I was saying, it appears that this man killed the boy, although they do have some sightings, but I don't put much stock in them. I also don't put much stock in the fact that supposedly the boy wasn't reported missing for several days. That's just when they got around to writing the report. They want people to come forward if they had any interaction with that man. Okay. Attempts to contact Jimmy Taylor's family this week were unsuccessful. In 2011, Jimmy's sister Lynette Henderson Yates told the ABC, the Australian Broadcast Company, her brother's disappearance had devastated her family. We do have a 12-year-old boy who is lying somewhere, I believe out there. It's affected the whole family, she states. We don't talk about it very often because it's very emotional. We are hopeful that people will find the courage to be able to come forward, knowing that we do understand what emotions they might be going through as well. If you have any information in this case, I actually have a phone number. It's, again, this is Tasmania, so I don't know country codes or anything like that, but it's 1-800-333-000. Again, 1-800-333-000. That is Tasmanian Crime Stoppers. It's kind of neat to actually have the phone number to Tasmanian Crime Stoppers. And I realize here that would be 1-800 whatever, but that's not how it's written. Because you got to remember, it's like the UK. Their numbers are written that way. So next time, I hope you'll join me for another case in Missing May. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Please subscribe. We're more than halfway to our goal of 500 subscribers, which would be amazing. Then our goal after that would be 1,000 by Christmas. Because at 1,000, I can go live. Which will be amazing. So that's what I'm working toward. That is my goal. Is to be able to go live before the end of the year. So, and I know with your help I can do that. Because without you, I wouldn't be as far as I am now. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye-bye.